I have been wanting to post this here to see if anyone can explain what the hell is going on and if I'm going crazy, because I just can't sleep or think about anything else right now. 2 nights ago I was brushing my teeth and getting ready to go to bed as I usually do, and as I was leaving the bathroom I looked at the reflection of my face in the mirror, turned the light off and headed to bed. As I got into bed, the thought of what I saw in my reflection, which didn't really register at the time, but the longer I thought about it the more I started to freak out. In that small glimpse of myself in the mirror, I saw myself blink like there was a lag between me and my reflection. Although that's all it was, it felt like for that moment I was disconnected from my reflection, like I wasn't looking at a reflection of myself, but a different version of me through a pane of glass. After a few hours running it around on a loop in my head, I managed to calm myself down and convince myself that I imagined it, and I eventually fell asleep. I woke up early yesterday and couldn't get back to sleep as it began running through my mind again. I spent the day at work distracted, tired, and even though a big part of me thought it was embarrassingly stupid, I couldn't help but avoid looking at my reflection in the mirrors and windows. I decided last night that I would show myself how silly I had been and look in the mirror until I was satisfied I was imagining things. I brushed my teeth and went through my nighttime rituals and then just stood standing in the mirror making faces and, of course, relief as I can see I had a normal reflection and I had just spent 24 hours freaking out over nothing. As I went to leave the room, it happened again, the blink. I stopped still frozen in fear as I turned back towards the mirror. My reflection now blinking completely out of sync from my own. I held my eyes open without blinking, just watching it look back at me, and then it closed its own. As I moved around and changed my face in the mirror, it reflected every movement and expression as it usually would, but with my eyes, or its eyes, completely closed. I was in shock at such a terrifying moment and so confused about what was happening. Without thinking or meaning to, I screamed at the mirror to stop, and it opened its eyes and its expression went plain. Its entire face was now disconnected from mine, just staring at me blankly. My body and movements still reflected, but my stone face unmoved. After 10 minutes or so, I couldn't take it anymore. Tired from the lack of sleep, I decided to leave. I slammed the light switch and went to bed. Eyes now the morning and I haven't slept. I am petrified to get out of bed. I feel so sick, the fear of what's behind the mirror and what's going to happen when it disconnects from me completely. I really need help. I need to know what's going to happen. I will write back here if anything else changes. This content was provided by Angelo Tricarico.